I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. We can all agree that there has been a lot of news recently, especially now that we are in the holiday season. During the month of July. Because there has been a lot going on, we will go right into looking at the XRP charts. The market appears to be looking for some firm ground before moving further. With that being said, let's roll that lovely intro and get this party started. As always, Millionaire Mindset, your favorite crypto news program, welcomes you back. Welcome to the XRP family, if you're new here. To ensure that you don't miss out on anything, click the subscribe button and enable notifications. Our regular cryptocurrency news updates. Back to today's theme, let's rev those engines with this tweet from @Rocky Carter Inc. Well, 2 out of 3 are now public. 3 has been working with regulators, it says, to deliver digital asset clarity from the start. USDC digital dollar XRP bridge to the rest of the world coincidence. We can all notice BitLicense New York, if we look at the graphic Rocky shared in his tweet. The Department of Financial Services of the state, NYDFS. New York State issued the BitLicense, a regulatory framework for businesses, in June 2015. Engages in virtual currency business activity, which includes cryptocurrency exchanges and/or act as Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency custodians. The New York State regulator analyzes organizations' anti-money laundering policies as part of the application process. Customer protection and cybersecurity policies are being lauded. As of October 2017, the NYDFS had given BitLicenses to 3 major players. Circle, Ripple, and Coinbase are 3 industry leaders. In addition to the BitLicense, the regulator has given Bitcoin banking charters. Gemini and itBit are 2 exchanges. The BitLicense has received some criticism from the startup sector due to the hefty fees involved with it. With the application, some firms have ceased operations in New York. Evidently, XRP and Ripple have always been the dominant currencies. The following tweet comes from @Bitfinex, who says, Jim Cramer had another one. Today's Tether section was excellent. Again, another example of Tether FUD hitting national headlines. Tether is the most dangerous crypto risk, and Tether is a ticking time bomb. People must quit protecting Tether or they will lose all credibility. After quickly listening to what Jim Cramer has to say, he claims that the greatest risk to cryptocurrencies is a lack of liquidity. Tether and other so-called stablecoins are popular right now. Everyone seems to have sources these days, but we know for sure that he's not one of them. Tether is a ticking time bomb, and you are correct. More of these exposes will be released in the following days. Stay tuned to find out which end of the scale you land on. It was never Bitcoin, tweeted @Digital Asset Buy, who shared this tweet from @Lynn Alden Contact. That states, apparently, BSV was attacked by a 51% attack. Because it has only 0.5% of the hash rate of BTC, it is vulnerable to these types of attacks. Network effects are important in blockchain security. It's mind-boggling to watch what's happening in the crypto market. After all, it was never Bitcoin in the first place. Let's take a short look at the Bitcoin Association statement, which can be found at bitcoinassociation.net. As part of the association's ongoing monitoring of the Bitcoin SV infrastructure team network, has been made aware of an unauthorized attack on the Bitcoin SV network. A hostile actor has recently carried out Bitcoin block reorganization attacks. SV network, which appear to be deliberate behaviors intended to conceal unlawful double spending. In terms of coins, one of the addresses associated with the attack has been recognized by the Bitcoin SV infrastructure team. 1G47MSR30ANXM AFVRR8UC4PZV7FE AZO3R9 has long been associated with ransomware and other malicious software. Attacks on the BTC, BCH, and BSV chains, indicating that the hostile actor is engaging in illicit activity. Not only the BSV network, but also BTC and BCH, could be involved in this behavior. Given the nature of the illegal attacks, It is in the best interests of the entire blockchain and digital currency sector should put a stop to the criminal conduct as soon as possible. As much as possible. The Bitcoin Association wants to file reports with relevant law enforcement agencies and collaborate with affected parties to pursue any legal remedies available. Since first detecting the suspicious activity, the Bitcoin SV infrastructure team has amassed a large amount of data, as well as documented pertinent facts to be provided to proper authorities. Monetary reset, according to @goldtelegraph_. At least 80 central banks worldwide are investigating digital currencies. It's coming whether you like it or not. We get the following from a video he uploaded there from Christine Lagarde. We think about it. We central banks, and I'm not the only one here. There are 80 central banks in the world. Those throughout the world who are interested in digital currencies. Furthermore, she believes that they must have digital money available. Would act in the best interests of their customers. She stated that these digital currencies may be utilized in the same way that banknotes are. Furthermore, she stated that most consumers are interested in having their privacy secured, but many are unsure how to go about it. I don't want to be anonymous. She claims that the majority of these customers are aware of the dangers of online anonymity. Currency. I suppose it's virtually a foregone conclusion that we will board this digital currency rocket ship. The only question here is whether you'll be boarding as well, or whether we'll have to leave you behind. The IMF, World Bank, and BIS are all calling for central bank independence, writes @goldtelegraph_. Digital bank currencies. This, in my opinion, guarantees their arrival. With everything going digital, it's a good idea to keep some physical gold on hand. XRP is cooperating with banks, absolutely, says @bullhbar. Yes, we dislike banks. But they are not relinquishing control of the monetary system. Facts. As a result, we get wealthy as a result of them. Then, once we've joined the new 1%, we'll resist them. Does it seem about right? Bitcoin maximalists have been working hard to see if they can overthrow the banks, but they have been unsuccessful. I believe it is past time for us to accept that this is not going to happen. Governments are not about to relinquish control of monetary systems. As a result, we can just play the game. If you can't beat them, join them. We have another tweet from @Panismek, which says, "My post about Bitcoin and XRP." @Hackamoon published it. It's time to put an end to the misinformation, tribalism, and hatred and talk about this momentous event. Technology and how it is transforming the planet and improving our lives. He posts a link to this article on hackamoon.com with the headline, "What are the differences between Bitcoin and XRP?" The essay emphasizes these as the primary differences. Distinctions between XRP and Bitcoin. On one side, we have XRP, and on the other, we have Bitcoin. Among the contrasts mentioned here are the following: XRP is quick. While it takes 3 to 5 seconds for a transaction to settle, Bitcoin takes 10+ minutes. XRP has a reduced transaction cost of $0.0002 each transaction, whereas Bitcoin has a transaction cost of $5 per transaction. XRP is also scalable in the sense that it can process 1,500 transactions per second, whereas Bitcoin can only process 500 transactions per second. Only 3 transactions per second are possible. Finally, we have sustainability, with XRP being as environmentally sustainable as it has been. Bitcoin has a minuscule energy use, but the world energy consumption is 0.3%. Following that, we get this tweet from @NeloAngelo314 which states, "You see the Phoenix symbol may be found all over the place. Why? It's telling you what time it is on the spiritual plane all around the world. From volcanoes to the NBA, video games to pins on humans, you name it. The spiritual threads that bind the corporeal together. It helps to have eyes to see." Furthermore, we have this tweet from @Community Flare, which says, "It appears that CoinMarketCap are down. Having just listed FLR, I'm ready for the Flare network launch. The puzzle pieces are fitting together. Imminent launch. Spark and Flare, as we all know, should be available in at least 2 weeks. As we near the end of today's video, we have this interesting tweet from @RebORN13. The Flare Network, how you'll become rich without ever selling any XRP, he writes. The podcast is now available. At the outset of the Flare Network's launch, the staking and minting payouts are absolutely stunning. You don't want to miss out on this chance. He includes a link to a video in which he wonderfully illustrates what is on the horizon. That's all for today's video, guys. I hope you everyone had a good time. Those who have been inquiring about the XRP price and whether the bull run is over. Well, the answer is yes. You should be aware that the bull run has not yet begun. Following the litigation, we could be looking at a minimum of $100 for XRP as the first cryptocurrency. Crypto that is regulated. Without a doubt, XRP is the one coin that genuinely rules them all. With that in mind, let's take a look at XRP's price activity. We're now looking at 4-hour timeframe viewpoints. As I noticed, XRP/USD has been developing an interesting shape in recent days. The formation is similar to the descending wedge formation that occurs in Bitcoin. When the formation in XRP is completed in the near future with the appropriate price action, and XRP continues a significant pace in the future months, this can lead to significant volatility. Target activation and assigning of targets until they are reached. As a result, I identified all of the critical levels, formational structure, and what we need to consider XRP in the next months. Looking at my chart, we can see how XRP is presently rising above this ascending trend line. XRP develops this huge descending wedge formation above this trend line, which is highlighted in my chart with dashed black. With waves A to C mostly completed and wave C recently completed, XRP has successfully entered the provided market.